Hello everyone and welcome back to Marvel Rivals. I'm here with the Season 3.5 update, which finally adds the second and final character of Season 3. We've got our menu here, which can show you the season theme, which is symbiote stuff. We got Null, god of the symbiotes, sitting on his throne, but symbiote stuff is not all this season has. Oh my gosh, everything's on fire, and that's because we have Phoenix! Jean Grey, original X-Man, is part of this season as the first playable character. And there was Hela there. Yeah, you can see Hela with their own symbiote. Yes, Null's champion. So it's not just symbiote stuff, it's symbiote versus Phoenix. Another cool, unique matchup that Marvel Rivals has done with this game, taken elements from Marvel Comics and done something completely new with it. We got Magic, we got Wolverine, we even have Blade in their Phoenix attire. That's because Blade is the second playable character. So, how about I hop in and play as these characters? So, there is a new map for this season. I didn't get it here, and I don't really care if I get it, honestly, because it's just another symbiote-themed map on Kylntar, the planet of the symbiotes. Just this time it's Domination instead of Convoy. So, I don't really care if I get it. I do want to play as this character, though. Phoenix! Oh, somebody picked Phoenix. Oh! I don't even know what happened there. Somebody was going to play Phoenix, and they swapped to Lord Spider-Man. You know what? Whatever works, works. Yes, we have Phoenix here. Really cool design, I gotta say. I actually have the gold outfit. The season gold rank outfit, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to keep that on. I have the default, but I do like the gold rank outfit I got here. It's looking pretty cool. Phoenix herself looks pretty cool. You can actually see Jean Grey and the cosmic entity that is the Phoenix hovering over her shoulder because they are two separate entities who have kind of merged together here. As far as her powers goes, she has a hit scan projectile like Hela and Adam Warlock, which every 3 hits, you land on an enemy, causes a big explosion. Her ultimate is just you fly down and do a big explosion, and then you kind of teleport back to where you were. She has a short-range teleport, which causes a little explosion. She can do a free flight mode, and she can place an explosion on the ground. So, yes, she is another duelist character. And as we go about here, I just want to say, first of all, this is actually post-commentary. I am not talking and playing the game at the same time right now because for the first time ever, I accidentally deleted the video along with the original files. I've never made that mistake before in all the videos I've made. So I felt like, you know what, I'm just going to record some more gameplay. I don't feel like talking. I'll talk about it later. So this is actually not me playing and talking at the same time. But you get to see that. You get to see the gameplay and me talking. There's a Thor right there. Yeah, teleport away and cause some damage. So yes, Jean Grey, really cool looking character with the Phoenix on her side. Her teleports are cool. I like how her outfit has elements of the original Phoenix design from Marvel Comics, but almost has this meteoric texture to it, like it was made of space rock, which works because the Phoenix is a cosmic entity. And all of her powers come from the Phoenix. The teleportation, the flight, the fire. I don't think she has any of her telepathic abilities. It doesn't seem like that through her gameplay at all. And as I mentioned, she is a duelist, which is kind of a big problem with this game. Because Jean Grey and Blade are both duelists, okay? This game already has a problem with there being too many duelists. Now they are just feeding into that problem anymore by only adding duelists to this season, and Punisher killed me. The problem with duelists is that there are simply too many of them, and people really want to play as duelist characters. When you have everybody trying to play as duelist characters, that means you don't have enough people playing as supports to heal the team, or enough to play as vanguards to have enough health to charge forward and be at the front of your team. When you have too many people playing as these kind of squishy characters without a lot of health, and don't always have the tools necessary to just demolish enemies one-on-one. Not necessarily, the tanks don't necessarily have that, you know, but the other two roles, Vanguard and Strategist, are very important. And this game already has a problem with people not playing those roles enough. So when you have a season where you only add characters who are part of the class of characters that is already overpopulated, that people are already playing as, that means you have less people playing support. So your team is constantly getting killed because it's not getting enough heals. Thankfully, people are playing support on my team here. It also means you don't have enough tanks to tank the damage from the enemy team and lead the charge. So Phoenix is a fun character to play as, but it's certainly an issue that she is not another role. I also think she could have very easily fit the strategist role, using her telepathic powers or, you know, even her Phoenix abilities. You know, Phoenixes come back to life. To have, you know, some sort of utility option to help the team. So I don't think Phoenix or Blade, who I'll talk about later, is even a bad character. I just don't think the game needed more duelist characters, because people already don't play strategists or tanks enough. You need to have those characters who can heal the team. You need to have those characters who are at the front who can take the brunt of the damage. I mean, even looking at this here, you see this Thor character, the Thor player. Where is he? He's over here, right? He's going in. He's going front and center. He is fighting the team. And then you have characters like the Punisher who are going in trying to pick off people one at a time. When you don't... I can't aim at all, by the way. Okay, well, apparently I can aim because I got the kill there. Yeah, it just becomes an issue when you don't have anybody who can really take the brunt of the damage or do any amount of healing. And I especially think a character like Jean Grey could have been a strategist, should have been a strategist, because the game needs more of them. They need to incentivize people to play these other roles. And I get it, people want to play who they want to play as, you know? Spider-Man, Wolverine, whoever, they're all fun, and but they're all duelists. And so I got killed by Blade. So, Jean Grey, not a bad character at all. She's pretty good. The thing is, also, she's pretty similar to other characters. That's another issue that could very well become a problem with this game. Marvel Rivals, the developers want to add a new character every month. That could be really cool because there are so many Marvel characters, but you really do run the risk of making characters feel kind of the same. And talking about Phoenix here, I don't think she's really that unique of a character. Again, she just has the hit scan projectile. She's got some teleportation and flight movements like Scarlet Witch. She feels very similar to some other characters. I'm going to try my ultimate here. Okay, my ultimate actually worked. That was pretty good. It just, you know, I don't know. I feel like there could have been more with this character. I feel like making her a strategist would have been not only made the character feel more unique, it would have been the exact kind of character this game needs, because we need more strategists. So to summarize, Phoenix, she's a pretty fun character with a cool design. I just don't think she fits the role that this game needs. There's some problems with the game I'll talk about more in a little bit, but we won this match. I won a match with the Phoenix. It was a big win, Galacta. Thank you. And now we're jumping into another match here as a substitute, which is not surprising. People tend to leave matches quite often in this game. But we're on the Central Park stage, which is good. It's vampire themed because we are playing as Blade, and we insta-locked Blade. No, it looks like nobody else picked Blade anyway. We got vampire themed skins for Bucky and Adam Warlock, so that's cool. Everybody's got their nice themed skins here. But it's really good to play as Blade. A lot of people wanted him from the start of the game, including myself, especially when Season 1 came along and it was all vampire stuff, but Blade here, he's got a gun, and he's got a sword, because he's Blade. His abilities and stuff, what does he have? His ultimate, he dashes forward, does 1,000 cuts, which just creates this field of damage, which is what most ultimates are. They're either a big field of damage or a big field of keeping people invincible. He has a sword dash attack where he'll dash forward and slash somebody a bunch. If he has his gun out, he'll jump forward and blast them. Both of those attacks apply anti-heal. And that's what Blade is all about here, anti-heal. Causing a debuff on opponents so that their teammates who are playing strategists can't heal them as effectively. Which is a very weird thing to have. Now, first of all, it fits Blade perfectly as a half vampire, you know, the Daywalker. He's got vampiric abilities. So causing anti-heal makes sense for the character. Is it what the game needs right now, though? I don't know, especially because, as I was saying, this game already has a problem with people not playing strategists enough. So when you're more likely to enter a game where only one person is healing you, to then have a character like Blade, which everyone is insta-locking, coming in and causing anti-heal, which makes it harder for that single support character to heal the team, like, you're kind of, you know, it kind of feels like if you're playing support, like, wow, I'm wasting my time because I'm the only one trying to heal, and I can't heal anybody because Blade keeps anti-healing, you know, all of that. So it's a very weird kind of situation where this season with the characters they've added have not only caused people to play support less, but Blade punishes support characters. So it's just kind of a weird decision, especially because we need more support characters. Blade, however, I would say is more unique than Phoenix because of his gun, because of his sword. I'm also pretty sure this is a bot match, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, Blade is really fun. He's a cool character to add because of the, you know, two forms, the blade and the gun. Honestly, I think I just used my gun most of this match. I don't even think I used my blade that much. It would be cool if they could do this with more characters, you know, where they have different ways of attacking. It would be nice. Like, for instance, if Phoenix could alternate between damage mode and healing mode. I'm just saying. They could have made it work. I also think Blade could have been a tank. I think they could have very easily just given him more health. You know, just said, oh, it's the whole vampire thing because, I don't know. He's got a lot of health because he's a half vampire. They could have come up with any reason they wanted to. But, again, he's not a bad character. He's actually pretty fun, and he is more unique than someone like Phoenix. But now let's talk about that other issue I talked about, which was people leaving the matches a bunch and bot matches. The matchmaking in this game is pretty bad. I talked about this in Season 2. It hasn't gotten any better. Now, the developers of Marvel Rivals say, oh, it's not engagement-based matchmaking, even though they wrote a paper on it. A lot of the developers who worked on this game have already have written material about engagement-based matchmaking, unless I'm completely misremembering. Let's just say allegedly they have it, because I don't have it off the top of my head as I'm talking over Blade shooting a bunch of people. But yes, the matchmaking in this game is just, it's not great. There's so many matches where you get stomped or you completely stomp other people. There are so many matches where people just leave the match and you're left with a 5v6 or 4v6. There's so many matches where you just have a bot match like this where it's mind-numbingly easy. There's so many matches where people just won't play a good composition with their team. Like, they'll just refuse to play support, they'll refuse to play tank. And in a team-based game like this, it is a bit of a problem because it's not going to survive if people can't play as a team and if the matches aren't always fun to play, if they feel really imbalanced, you know? But we won because it was a bot match. To close out this video on Season 3, I just wanted to show you guys my stats here because I reached 1,000 matches in the 250 days that Marvel Rivals has been out. I have a 57.1% win rate, 12,000 kills, 5,280 assists, 30 as my best KO streak, which is not accurate. I've gotten more kills than that before. I don't know. Maybe it is accurate. I don't remember. 91 MVPs on my wins, so that's like almost 20% MVP rate, and then maybe like a 12% second valued player, whatever you want to call it. My highest rank is Platinum 3 because I don't really care to play much competitively. I just want to hop in every now and then and have fun playing the game. I don't really have fun trying to main a character and play super competitively and whatnot. I have 87 impenetrable defense, but I also have 87 most kills, 82 most damage, 65 most assists, 43 most healing, some other stuff there. But going off of what I mentioned earlier at the end of that amazing Blade gameplay, they gotta fix the matchmaking. It feels really imbalanced to the point that people are now putting out videos of how they're able to exploit the matchmaking issue and they're able to win so many more matches. We can also see my characters here. I don't have a main, so this is just my top 10 over all seasons. Not even my top 10, just all the characters. We got Hulk, Adam Warlock was up there at number 1. Spidey Man, of course, in the advanced suit because it looks good. But yeah, looking at the future of Marvel Rivals, I think it does have a bright future if they give characters more unique roles like tanks and supports. I don't want to see any more duelists, okay? I really hope there aren't any more duelists in Season 4. They can add duelists later on, is what I'm saying. And just for the time being, I don't want to have any more duelists. We need more tanks, we need more supports. I also hope they make the matchmaking more balanced because it's really running into a problem of people constantly leaving, of people not playing other roles because there are too many duelists, of matches being so imbalanced of like people just completely winning or completely losing. I don't know. Something's got to change. I'm not an expert on it. There's plenty of videos out there. I feel like I don't really have as much to say this time around either because Blade and Phoenix are fairly similar to other characters in the game. I didn't even get the new map, but I wouldn't have had much to say anyway because the map is very similar to what we saw in the base game already. It's not like Araco, Krakoa, or the New York-themed vampire maps. I just hope that the game, fixes some things in the future here. That we get more unique characters, that we get more unique stages, that they do something about the matchmaking. But those are my thoughts on Marvel Rivals. I've run out of footage, which is why it's a blank screen. If you're listening still, thank you. And I hope to see you all in the future. Until then, take care.